Hello trainers, Ganeto here, and today we have a battle submission by Star-Lord. This trainer is submitting some battles with Regirock, so this is a Pokemon that I want to showcase on my channel, but I could not, and mainly because I could not find a solid team around it, and this team absolutely works, so I'm more than glad to showcase Star-Lord's battles. So let's see what we have here, because not only Regirock will be in our backline, but also Politoed, which is no shout at all. It is a pretty safe pick, I like it a lot, especially with Earthquake, and of course you got an amazing Pokemon like Surface up in front that can definitely pressure even more the ghost types. And with that in mind, now let's see what we have here, because Granbull is going in. Granbull is a classy Pokemon, and those Weather Balls are definitely gonna thread some shields out of the way. Another Mud Bomb, another Mud Shot, excuse me, in combination with that Weather Ball damage, and they have to block, but unfortunately this is weird, we cannot reach to that final Weather Ball to finish them off. This is kinda underwhelming, but still we can farm down with Surface. At the back they have the Cofagrigus, we know that. Can we reach though to the double Night Slash? One for the shield, one more for the victory against Cofagrigus in something that looks like a CMP, but I'm not sure at all. Into the next one now, and we're having a Ninetales up on the lead. We have to switch out, we have a solid backline around that Pokemon, so that makes a lot of sense as to how Star-Lord wants to play the team here, because we can definitely go ahead, bring Politoed into play, fish on whatever they have at the back, and still keep our Regirock for the end game. Of course, first we need to respect the damage from the Body Slams, and in combination with our pretty bad defensive stats, we might be in deep trouble, so blocking here is gonna be a wise choice. And now we can get the boost. You saw that Star-Lord pressed for that switch button on the Regirock, but then took it back because we saw the boost and we can stay in now. At the back there is gonna be the Haxorus. One Stone Edge might do the trick here, because Haxorus is so glassy, perhaps even glassier than our Surface here. Able to reach the Focus Blast though for more damage to secure the knockout. At the back now they have only the Ninetales, which is shieldless, and the Stone Edge will definitely take out this Pokemon, and that's gonna be a great game. Into the next one now with the Ninetales up on the lead. Once again we need to rotate around our Politoed, and once again we're met up with a Dragonair. So Weather Ball here is gonna take their shield, which is pretty nice, and of course I believe we can tank even a Body Slam at this point. Can we threaten with the Earthquake? Oh my goodness, yes we can. Let's get to the big nuke. They are gonna take it, but still they can survive. That was impressive for the Dragonair. They might have some pretty good IVs over here. Able to complete the farm down now with a simple counter from our Surface, and I believe that it's time to use some shields. No, that was pretty brave, and we're not even a brave bird over here, we're using Leaf Blade. Anyways, a next move is coming up. This is gonna be the Weather Ball. Gotta respect the damage though from an overhit, that's why we're gonna see the shield from the Regirock. Able to finish them off. At the back they have the Umbreon, and all of a sudden we have a Wincon out of nowhere. Here comes the Focus Blast, down goes a nice chunk from the Umbreon. They know they stand no chance. Perhaps they were thinking that we could go for the bait and the Stone Edge, but this is not gonna happen, and right now we're gonna get this victory. Speaking of Umbreon, we have another one, this time on the switch, not even as a closer, and we're gonna face it with our own safe switch, and that is Politoed. So Politoed is gonna be one of those Pokemons that you want to succeed in using with your supreme spammy moveset, and especially with those Weather Balls, and sometimes it is gonna be so spammy that your switch timer will just come back to it, so perhaps you can play around it as well. So able to get that final foul play on our Regirock over here, and at the back they have a tackle version of Gritten. This is something you do not see every day, so we have to bring them to low HP with a simple Focus Blast, but of course they were waiting for it, so they're gonna pop out the shield. Crunch here will do some decent damage to our Pokemon, and I believe that if this is gonna be a Body Slam we can survive, so it is gonna be the Body Slam. Why was not I talking for something different? Anyways, Body Slam here will be taken, and Focus Blast will just erase the complete HP out of Grident. able to get now to my next move, and that is gonna be Night Slash. Did they say my next move? Well, it is not it is Star-Lord's next move. Anyways, Night Slash once again for the Umbreon, and one more counter to finish them off. Grimer now against the world, and hopefully we can finish them off with that Weather Ball, but they can barely survive. Can we farm down now? No, we cannot. What a bummer. Pretty sad loss, to be honest, but definitely a very close battle. Even if we could win this one, it all went down to that lock-on. Into the next one now with a big nuke starting off the battle against that double with that big Focus Blast. They have of course the Aqua Tail, and we cannot reach to Stone Edge, which is a bummer. However, Surface now can go in and start farming down some crucial energy here, but of course we have to respect the damage from the Dragon Breaths and those Body Slams. They're getting super close to another move. We got to throw the Night Slash, down they go, and of course at the back there is gonna be a Fairy type Pokemon. Clefable is gonna be the main antagonist of our team, and I believe that we can still survive one move. Star-Lord knows that too. They're just gonna go ahead and let the first one go through. No reason at all to spend our final shield that early into this battle, and now the Weather Ball spam will be kinda real with this one. Another Weather Ball to grab the second shield out of play, but can we win now? Because we might be in deep trouble even if we block this move. We have to throw immediately the Leaf Blade. Yes, we can, trainers. Down goes Clefable, and that is gonna be a great game for our trainer. Cofagrigus now into the next one, and that's why I like a lot a Pokemon like this Surface. So we're gonna get to a smart Leaf Blade to make sure that they do not know our moveset, because right now whenever they see a Leaf Blade they are not gonna expect a Night Slash when they're gonna come back into play with something else, so that can work kinda for our advantage. So pretty smart play here by Star-Lord. And now we have at the back the Umbreon, so the Weather Ball is just gonna do some cheap damage on this Pokemon, but of course we are already on the foul play range. Unfortunately we cannot reach to the Earthquake right on time, so down we go with all that energy gone to ashes. So now Umbreon is just gonna keep going with those foul plays, but another Leaf Blade from our Pokemon here is just gonna do a lot of damage on the Umbreon. Can we farm down? Yes we can. This was crucial because the lock-ons would never be enough to finish it off. At the back they have a Grand Bull, and all we have to do is to reach to that double Stone Edge to finish off the shield and the Grand Bull out of existence. They still have one more Pokemon at the back, and I believe that we can finish them off if we are careful over here. Another Stone Edge before they switch out. This is crucial. They do not faint. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. Cofagrigus returns into the battle. Can we farm down with the lock-ons? No, we cannot. Down we go, and they remain only with 1 HP. Are you kidding me? Pretty close battle, and this is looking like an amazing one to prepare us for the final battle of this video. So we can take 1 Thunder Punch, which is impressive from a classic water type Pokemon like Politoed, and still able to deliver a hard hitting move, the Earthquake on the Dragonair. Of course they are gonna block, but still we have the upper hand with the shields now. Gonna go in with the Surface, able to predict the Body Slam here. It's not a weird prediction or anything, whatever would come in we had to block it, but anyways gonna farm down right after, and of course now we have the upper hand over the Mac with our Regirock. So Regirock with the Stone Edge is just gonna dominate this matchup. We can even tank a simple Dark Pulse with this, no reason to panic or anything, but because they're staying in and we see the Umbreon now, we can go with that Focus Blast, and of course we shielded the move before since it is all that they could do up against us. So whatever they throw here can easily be taken by our Regirock, and of course we can survive even one more move with this, which is kinda impressive if you ask me, and we're getting super close to another close combat. Star-Lord can reach the move. Will this knock out? I don't think so. This Pokemon is super bulky, but they cannot farm down with this. However, we can still reach to the Stone Edge as they are getting a little bit too greedy here. Down they go, Mac at the back, and we can outspeed to the next charge attack with a big Night Slash, and that will secure the victory for us. So that is gonna be all for today, trainers. Just be sure to leave a huge like before you go, and of course subscribe to my channel if you are new to my content. Right here I have 2 videos for you to check out, so feel free to do so, and I will see you all into the next one.